y'all? We ain't got it yet. We here to let y'all know we ain't there yet, but we getting there. Period.
Episode 5, we 5 deep.
Dying in this bitch.
In here singing your new favorite song, huh?
Nigga, eat it for lunch. Somebody gonna you thought I was feeling you? Oh, my bad. Michael Flix. Oh, these are cool. You know, I usually don't wear glasses, you guys, but for today's occasion, for our 5th anniversary, our 5th day, you know, we gave labor to this about 5-6 weeks ago. We go. Hey. I give you a little DJ. Hold on. I am a DJ. No, naturally though, I always feel good though when I come here, Michael, because like we be on our same vibe. We be, you know what I mean, flixed up, media. That's what we do. We outside, but really inside. But yes, sir. I got the bang today. The bang. They got. You know, people have told me. See, we low key. She got the chin. We're chinning. When I hit like 170, because I'm 188 still. When I hit that 170, I'm about to be a Leah out. I'm trying to tell you, it's the chin. What did Lil Yachty say? The bang. You never seen it.
Favorite Leah song?
Your love is what? Yeah, 1 in a million. Definitely was.
She was singing that other song. You ever had, or do you currently have a couple munches in your life?
Munches? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm just not. I'm not in the mix. What the fuck is a munch? Like a side dude?
Nah, he come over.
Oh, he eat it and go?
Yeah, he come over, eat it, and you send him on his way.
You thought I was feeling you? Yeah, no, we're gonna keep that on hush hush because the nigga a munch. He don't be eating, he eat it for lunch.
So the answer is yes.
No, honestly, I don't really think I have. What happened? Oh, I'm sorry. I think because I'm naturally loud too. I'm sorry, Mike. Oh my God, you play the whole podcast? You play the whole thing?
Play? What do you mean? Play?
Like when you go home and edit, you just keep the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
unless I say something, right?
I got to.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
But if I say something, you take it off, right? Okay, yeah. I was no, because I be telling like, hey, take that off, because I want, you know. You be like, yeah, but okay, cool.
After the show last time, we sat up here and had a whole personal conversation.
Oh yeah.
Like, you recording? I was like, yeah, but
I'm gonna delete it. True.
Yeah. So yeah.
But the other one, the other podcast that we had, sorry, I don't know why I'm stuttering. I think I'm just so excited.
This is. I know. I try my best to, you know, get the production done in a timely manner and cut it up to where it's real nice, but this is not live. We are not live.
Yeah, nah, this is, but when you post it though, it's uncut and it's just straight to it's whatever we have, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. My knees better have lotion on them. That's all I'm fucking saying. But yeah, no. So can a dude have a munch? That's nasty. If somebody eating, but in a way,
it's the same thing because it's not. The act isn't the same.
Oh.
We'd have to have a different name.
Okay, so what would you call it? Because when dudes eat it, it's like eating cereal and shit. So when girls do it, I think it's like spaghetti and meatballs. Hey, that was good. She my lunch. You could have it anywhere. Spaghetti and meatballs. She my lunch. Slurping. Cheers to that. We came up with something different.
These songs are going crazy.
They are, but a lot of people were comparing her to Gorilla. You know, the F-R-E-E foot. Yeah, her. And they were saying that Gorilla got more attention than her, but I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, like, Gorilla could rap. Like, she could spit, and her voice is different. She's like, you know? She got a little more deep in her. Like, she's not like pretty girl, hot girl shit. She like raspy as fuck or some shit. Like, I fuck with her. I like Gorilla. She cool.
These songs that's coming out now just makes me lean more and more towards Diddy's point about, like, hip-hop being dead. Did you see the conversation / argument he had with Timbaland about R&B?
No, I haven't.
He was saying, like, in the last such and such years, name me the artist that, like, he was like, yo, she can sing her face off. And they singing about something that's like, that make you feel something.
Jasmine Sullivan.
There's one.
That's one. That's a good one. She touched. Ariana Lennox, I love her. She's dope. LMA, she cool with her little England ass. I like her. Hot cup of tea. She be hitting that motherfucker. Like, yeah, boot up. She cool.
What's your favorite accent?
Oh my God. Idris Elba. Where is he from? The UK, London, or something like that. It's where they hire all the cheap black actors, and they hire them because they come from there and they're cheaper than American actors. It's London or the UK, one of those. You know, I didn't go to school for this. But, yeah, the England accent. Oh, no, Jamaicans too, though.
Oh, yeah?
Watagwan, you know the one, the pun. I be like, yeah, I got pun for you, boy. No. I love Jamaicans and, like, London, whatever shit. That... You know they say I want your boy, you know? And And then
I like a southern accent.
Oh my god.
Southern accent.
Oh my god. Yes.
Girl with a southern accent would get me. I can't lie.
Even if she was flat, everywhere else she would get you.
I'm just saying her voice.
No, I'm just curious though. Because every time people say a southern accent, they always say a girl with a southern accent and a fat ass. I've always heard dudes say that. And I'm just like, why you gotta be a fat ass though?
They almost always come together.
They do. Bro, I took my mom to Atlanta like last year, and I took her because I had no friends. No, but she wanted to go. So I took her, and she said, Sarah, oh my God, everybody's ass is big. I was like, I know. I said, Mom, you see why I want to get more? And she's like, no, you don't need that. I was like, yeah, we don't got that in California.
I was in one part of Georgia the whole time I was there. I was in Jonesboro.
Ooh.
We went in the summertime because we had a family reunion. My cousin was still in high school. Me and my brother and my boy Jesse that went with us. Shout out to the fam. We had just graduated, so we like, yeah, we finna have some fun. Go out to Atlanta, have some fun, family reunion, all of that. We gonna pick my cousin up from a cheer practice. She was still in high school. We go to the high school. We walk in the gym. It's mad hot outside, so the basketball team and the cheer squad is practicing inside the gym. It's a packed gym. I think the JV and the varsity basketball team is practicing, and the JV and varsity cheer team is practicing. So it's a packed gym. Me, my two brothers, and my homie Jesse. So 4 Cali dudes walk in this gym full of Atlanta people or full of Georgia people, and literally everything stopped when we walked in. Like practice stopped, cheer stopped. Like everybody turned and was like,
"Why? What did you have on?"
They just knew we was from. They
knew
we was different. They just knew we was different.
What y'all doing out here, boy?
But to your point, all the girls were thick, all of them, white girls included.
Everybody's thick out there. I think it's the food though.
The surgeries and everything was popular. This is back in 2006.
I think it's like the
diet.
The diet, because for instance, when I went back to Ethiopia, even though it's a hop, skip, and a leap away, but when I went out there, everyone was short. The men are short. The women are short. I was the tallest person in the household and at school. I was taller than the professors. They thought I was a dude. Like, they was like, she's a man. I was like, I'll beat you like a man, though. But I didn't really do that. I was scary. But yeah, no. It's like you really are like your environment. You know what I mean? And they are what they eat. And they eat a lot of southern food out there. Like, I went out there, and when I tell you, bro, I never had so much fucking smothered chicken in my life. First time in my life, too. And it was good. Like, it was good. I drank more Kool-Aid out there than ever in my life. Not to be on the like stereotypical shit, but they mix Kool-Aid in their drinks. Like I was having good ass drinks with Kool-Aid in it, and I'm like,
the Kool-Aid mix right in the lemonade.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. But yeah, shout out to Atlanta, cause man, if Flix moves to Atlanta, we're done.
What's your favorite kind of food? Like Jamaican, Chinese, soul food. What's your favorite kind of food?
Wagwan. No, I think my favorite kind of food. It's like. I don't think I have a favorite type of food because I can never eat something over and over again, the same thing. Like, I just can't. I get over it. But I've been really...
what it is. You don't have anything that you like to eat?
Fries. That's what, like, I can French fry anything up.
Okay.
I would die for some fries. Like, I would literally jump over the wall for some fries. But, like, fries and seized candy, that's my favorite thing to eat.
Okay.
But I'm on my vegetarian shit, so I've been eating a lot of more Thai vegetarian type food. That shit's been busting. So, yeah. What is your favorite food, bro?
Soul food, for sure.
For real?
For sure.
Nah. It's weird. The fact that I know what it does to my body now, I can't eat that shit no more like that.
Oh, I don't eat it consistently.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
Consistently. And I think everything is cool in moderation. Like, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking. It's like, you could have a drink. You just can't be chugging all the time.
You cannot be chugging all the time, no.
You could drink milk. You just shouldn't drink milk every day.
Oh, God. Wait, Flix, do you drink milk?
I don't drink milk.
Oh, God.
But if I wanted to... drink some milk or have some cheese, I will.
Some cheese, yeah.
It's all about, it's like I said,
moderation.
Everything's good in moderation.
Yeah, it's like a discipline, a balance.
Some hard drugs. Stay away from hard drugs.
Oh yeah, yeah. You smoke some weed, man. Chill. I tell you all the time, like smoke some weed. I don't know. Everybody out here doing all that. I'm like, yeah, just calm down.
You know, there's like
calm the fuck down.
See, maybe it's because I was just wifed up and in the house for so long. Or just maybe sheltered and just never knew. But there's like certain bars that only certain people that have certain vices go to. Like it'll be a bar like everybody that goes to this bar does coke.
Yeah.
Or the majority of the people do. And everybody that go to this bar pops pills. Like I didn't know it was like that. Like me and the homie used to go to this bar, not like frequently. We went like maybe 3 or 4 Wednesdays out of like a 2-month span. Nah, I guess I'm gonna say the name of the bar. I'm like, yo, what happened? Why we didn't go to that spot over there no more? He's like, nah, man, that's a cokehead spot, bro.
Oh, wow.
I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, you didn't notice, like, every time we go in there, like, everybody be, like, back and forth to the bathroom?
Oh, wow.
That makes sense. Me, I guess I just not on my toes with it like that. Like,
I was the same way, too, about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking everybody got a little bladder like me. And
yeah.
all the time.
Y'all got UTIs, too? No. Yeah, shawty, you got a urinary tract infection? Me, too. Let's go. Yeah, no, that's crazy, but I think I was more so oblivious to it, to be honest with you, because I didn't think people did shit like that still. Mm-hmm. And me being me, I was like, oh, that's why y'all up at 5 a.m. and I'm knocked the fuck out at 3 o'clock? Mm-hmm. And everyone's just like, you know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Like, it shit is crazy.
Right. Yeah, man. Like we were saying, it's episode 5. We decided since we made it to episode 5 to get fly on y'all.
Get the little glasses.
Do a podcast with our sunglasses on. Get real cool and keep our sunglasses on indoors.
Okay.
So that's why we got them on. But
yo.
Well, welcome again to episode 5.
That's crazy you say that. On my 22nd birthday, I wore this flyest outfit you could think of, and I threw a pair of shades on. I thought I was that girl. I was, though. Mm-hmm. Everybody was looking at me. I was like, yeah, I'm in the rental. What's up? Wasn't mine, though. But it had a good night. It was good.
See, the only time I really ever wore shades inside when I went to prom. But see, we, again, I graduated high school in 06, and this is when, like, the hyphy movement had just recently hit Southern California. And this is when Mac Dre and Keith the Sneak and everybody had the big stunner shade right across the front of the lens. And so me and my brother, we had both our prom dates were friends. And so they made us stunner shades with right.
With the Soldier Boy used to have it on. He'd be like, Soldier.
Same.
Yeah.
So I wore them to my prom. And then the only other time really after that is if I'm like, I'm going to a party and I forgot my eye drops and I know I'll be looking kind of interesting, so I gotta keep my shades on. And typically, I really don't even like having shades on, but this light is mad bright, so it helps.
I'm not gonna lie though, this light is mad bright, and I'm like, I felt blind as fuck when I took off my glasses. I'm like, yo,
this side, girl.
Boom, the chin for me. I'm crimson chinning, baby. Yeah, no, I need to get back into my comedy field. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to get back into the comedy. Like, I feel like it makes some motherfuckers laugh.
Speaking of comedy, I worked at the comedy club for the first time last night.
You did? How was it?
It was a lot of fun.
Oh my god,
it was a lot of fun. I've been a big comedy fan since I was like 11, 12 years old. I've been a big stand-up comedy fan. And comedy movies are my favorite genre of movies. So I've been a big comedy fan.
You was on Def Jam as a kid too?
I wanted to be.
I got them still.
I used to want to be on comedy. Oh, you said on Def Jam.
Yeah, like you used to watch it, like, you know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I had to sneak though, because, you know, my parents, they church go.
Yeah.
My dad's a minister, dad's a pastor, so they was like, Def Comedy Jam and all
Too
that.
much.
Comic View and all of that.
My mother spoke Ethiopian, so she wouldn't know what the fuck these niggas were saying. If they said dick, I turned it down. That's all I knew.
Got it easy. Y'all the one that had parents that didn't speak English quite too easy.
They knew enough. The sexual talk, they knew that.
I feel it.
Boom, boom, room. My mom said, boom, boom, room, where? I said, oh, not here.
When we gonna get back to kids in America and their parents don't speak English. We're going to get back to that. That's a good topic to get back to. Please don't let me forget.
I would not.
Working at the comedy club was a lot of fun. Like I said, been a comedy fan for a long time. And actually it was cool because a lot of the stand-up comedy that I've watched on YouTube, because I don't only like watch like the big name specials. Like I'll go on YouTube and just pull up a random comedian and just watch a bunch of his stuff. And so a lot of the sets and a lot of the stuff that I've seen on YouTube was at the Laugh Factory. There's various Laugh Factories all over the country. Chicago, LA, New York. There's Laugh Factories all over the place. And we got one here. Pardon me. We have one here in San Diego.
Sure do.
And that's where I worked at last night. My first time working in a comedy club was at
Is that the one in the mall? Or no, it's not in the mall no more.
It used to be at Horton Plaza.
At the top, yeah.
It used to be at the top of Horton Plaza. Now it's directly across the street on that corner right there.
By the Hard Rock Cafe?
I think that's the Hard Rock right there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right there by it's like right 30 like 100 steps away from Double Deuce.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for y'all, that's not in San Diego. Most of our listeners are, but
they're like, yeah, we know what the fuck that's at.
Yeah, but downtown San Diego. But if you do ever go downtown San Diego and you're looking for something to do, you should hit up the Laugh Factory. Hit up
Bilal Young on Instagram too, because he knows the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? He
definitely does. He's mad funny.
Last night. He was super funny, man.
Yes.
He was hosting. My guy Bilal was hosting last night.
He does that though.
Of course, but he's a stand-up too, so he'll do 30-minute, he'll do hour sets, he'll do 15-minute sets. He's a comedian. He's not just a host.
He's not.
He was hosting last night, and he's just so good at what he does. He would go into like little bits and like mess with the crowd and stuff while hosting. Like he talked to this one girl, and I won't give away what he said because we might put a clip out of it. But he like talked to the girl. He's like, "Oh, hold on, we got something here," and he's just hosting. He's just there to crack one or two jokes, bring up the next comedian. But him just chopping it up with the crowd, with the people in the front row, he got into some funny stuff, and it was really dope. So it was like, and I've seen him perform before last night, maybe 3 or 4 times. Mm-hmm. And so I know what he can do, and I know how funny he is. But it was dope to see him host and just kind of be in a different bag, and he was still just as funny.
He is hilarious.
Shout out my guy Bilal, man.
I think Bilal is the most funniest when he's his natural state. No written shit. He's just himself, and he's feeding off the energy of the crowd. Mm-hmm. Bilal is hilarious fucking is. Like, he is too fucking funny. And, like, some things I feel like, to be honest, white people don't understand, like, his jokes. But he can please anybody. Like, it's so versatile. The way he talks, the way he moves, it's anybody can relate if you just chill, relax, and listen. Like, Buddy is versatile.
About white people. So it's like, the dude, Walter Ford.
Walter Ford. I love Walter Ford. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's the guy who, like, he has I think it's called First Sundays.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like an all black show. Like it's for black people to get dressed up, come out to the show, and have a good time. And the majority of the comics, except for like maybe 1 or 2 that are on the bill, are black comics. It's supposed to be like a black night, like for African Americans, for black people. Bilal, you know what I'm saying? They play the music. Bilal's hosting. They play the music. They get up there. Bilal comes up. He gets on stage, grabs the mic, and they see a bunch of white people sitting up front. He's like, "Oh, what's going on? All these white people in here. This supposed to be a nigga night." It was so funny.
They need to get up off their ass and move them seats with their Harriet Tubman and shit. Yeah, you need to get the fuck up.
Okay, but to me that just says that we bring the funny. Like black people, we bring the funny, and white people know it.
They know it and they love it, and so we make up everything. It's us. Black people is the root of everything. It's us.
We are the cool.
We are the cool. We the culture, the cool, the vibe, everything.
That's why hip hop culture took off as like the dominating like.
Of course.
It's so funny.
Yes.
Like, it's so funny for me to like when I was in high school. So I graduated high school in 2006. So I went to high school from 2004 to 2000.
You said 2006? Mm-hmm. 2014.
Oh, well, I'm much older than you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm 8 years older than you, Sarah?
I'm 26. How old are you?
I'm 33.
So yeah.
Yeah, 7, 8 years.
Smacking.
But just in high school, like for like at lunch when the DJ would come out at lunch.
The DJ.
Or like our warm up music for football and basketball.
Oh, okay.
We controlled that because we were the captains and like we had black people as captains on the basketball team, so we controlled the warm up music. But as far as like football and like on campus when the DJ would like come out and bring the equipment out on Fridays, it was like for us to really like make our circle and dance and battle and have our fun, we had to wait until the hip hop music was played because it wasn't the dominant. And I went to school in North County. Like I didn't go.
Oh, yeah, it's different.
I didn't go to like Dago High or Crawford or Lincoln or Morris or nothing like that. I went to school in North County, and so we had to like wait for the hip hop music to be played. A lot of the times when the hip hop music was played, that was the most popping time, and that was when the most people gravitated to the area. But we did have to wait for like our time for the music to be played. Now, the music that's being played is hip hop music. It's very few and far between that like you're gonna put on some. Like I can't even think of like a poppin' like white band like that's like white artists like Jack Harlow. Like
I'll say Jack Harlow.
There's different like white people. He makes hip hop music though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like it was rock and roll or like country music that the DJ was playing. And we just have to, you know what I'm saying? If you love music, you can kind of choose.
You vibe out
and have a good time. But I'm saying, but when like for like the music that you love, that you're gonna dance to, that you're gonna really vibe to, that you and your friends, and all of that, it's gonna be hip hop and R&B. And for me in high school, we had to like wait until it got played. And now, hip hop, if you're a hip hop lover, a hip hop fan, you don't have to wait for that to be played. It's the dominant genre.
Yep. It dominated everything, bro. That's crazy. So that even in my terms, I went to Dago, for instance, and like, you know, the homecoming games or whatever, they would play that song. How did it go? Woofa Gumba style. Whoop, whoop. Like, that was it. That or, like, Sage Gemini, she gonna shake it like a red nose or some shit. But that was it. We'd wait for those two fucking songs. They wouldn't play shit else. That was it. And then if we feeling good late at night, they play some Keisha Cole. And it was like, all right, we in love at 15. Whoop, whoop. But it was weird. Like, I never thought about that until you said it, but you're right. It was not like how it is now growing up. Like, my nephew, he live in L.A., and he living his best life at 17. Like, everywhere he goes, it's hip-hop for him. It's the culture, but...
And that's because hip-hop has been the dominant, culture and genre I want to say for at least 20 years, like really. But it's been such a fight against it. That's like, no, like white music, white artists are gonna be what's up front and what's pushed. But hip hop became so powerful and the artists became so influential that it was impossible to ignore.
We're only as influential as they allow us to be, and the power's only there that they allow us to be. Like, this shit is run by, the Jews, to be honest. Like, let's be real. Like, it is the Jews.
They finally saw that they could make more money pushing our music and our culture than their own.
And letting us be us.
And again, I'm not saying nothing about the Jewish people.
Oh, no, they're cool. Do your thing. No, I respect it. I'm saying, like...
But what I'm saying is it's still white people that are in control.
Yes.
But my bigger point is that hip-hop and black culture, hip-hop culture and black culture... Okay, I'm going to just say hip-hop culture because hip-hop culture is black culture. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're not like... I mean, we kind of spoke on the last podcast, like, you're different in the fact that, like, you know exactly where you come from. You know exactly what your culture is. You know exactly what your people do. Mm-hmm. For someone like me, who, like, my mom is from L.A., her mom is from Mississippi, and I'm not sure where my great-grandma's from. You know what I'm saying? And so, for people like me, and there's a lot of us, I would say the majority of the black people in this country, our culture is hip-hop. We don't know if we're Nigerian. We don't know if we're Ethiopian. We don't know if we're Ugandan. We don't know. And so all we know is being black American. Mm-hmm. And to be black American is to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And so hip hop is our culture. And that culture has finally been recognized. It's been the most dominant and the most cool and what's kind of like influenced everything. But it's finally like recognized as such and put on the forefront as such.
I'm sorry, you said it right. I feel like it was a whole documentary on Netflix on hip hop. Go ahead, Big P over here. Go ahead, Mr. Flix. You dropped them jewels today. He did. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
cheers, my brother. You gonna have to give you some love on that one because that was a good one. Damn, yeah, I made my drooling. I said, what the shit? Say it louder for Harriet Tubman in the back. Okay, that's all I'm saying. In the back of the bus, you want to hear it a little louder. You gotta make that a real. Everything you just, all that. That was beautiful. You said that was amazing. I will. You gotta get my face just hanging like this.
Let's get into a couple of our topics. I mean, I like how we 27 minutes in. I ain't even touched our topics yet. Check
bro, we out. Moving and groovy.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, but let's get into the topics though.
For sure.
Because you got somewhere to be.
Aww, Michael, you care about me.
Of course.
Of course.
I always got you.
Thank you, brother.
I guess it's not related. Be like, oh, nigga, you reaching. But speaking of me caring about you, I was about to say, how do I'll just say it. A few of the homies was like, yo, fam, who is your co-host?
Who? No.
I'll show you their Instagrams and let you make a choice. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'll show you who said it and let you make a choice. But a few of the homies was like, yo, fam, who is your co-host? Like, yo, she yeah, who is that? And listen. One of them was like, yo, tap me in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck away. Oh shit! It'd be like that.
I just double tapped it. I didn't say yeah I got you or like nothing like that. I just double tapped it. And he's a really, really good friend of mine.
Is it the African looking one?
He's a really, really good friend of mine.
Cause
I found out later that so he bumped into one of my other homies.
Yeah.
And brought it up. Oh, so one of my other homies that I kick it with on pretty regularly. Mm-hmm. He was like, I guess he asked me like, oh, what you been up to? He's like, oh, I just been kicking it with Mike. Da 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 da. And the other homie that was like told me to tap him in with you. He was like, yeah, man, I told Mike to tap me in with his co-host, and he ain't sent me the Instagram. He ain't do nothing. He was like, man, I think that nigga got his own plans. He was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah. I think the nigga got his own plans. So I was like, it ain't like that. It's just like, I've always been this way too. Like my female friends, my female homegirls, and no, it sounds so crazy, and no disrespect to my homeboys, but I'm not finna set nobody up unless y'all like I know y'all gonna kind of be on the same, not on the same level like financially or like social status. I'm talking about mentally.
Yes.
On the same level.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, and I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's on or what he's doing. But I'm just like, listen, I'm not finna set nobody up with nobody. and it don't work out, and you like, man, why you set me up with her? You know she wasn't about nothing. Why you set me up with this bum ass nigga? Like, I'm like, listen, so like, I'm like, hey, look, this is what he said, this is what she said, this is what they look like. Yeah, y'all can figure out what y'all want to do. Yeah, so I'm never Cupid.
No, I don't be shooting arrows for you.
Unless I know both of y'all really, really well, and I know both of y'all I know you really well. Okay, let me not say that.
You know me well enough,
because I know you well enough, and I know him very well. Yeah. But I haven't kicked it with him on a day to day in a long time, so I don't know exactly what he's on, and I know you just coming out of a relationship, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know what you want, so I was like, listen, I'll show both of y'all what this is Instagram, this whole Instagram, and I'll let y'all do what y'all.
I know he's it's one person I think you're talking about in particular. I know you're talking about.
I don't know if you do.
He's a little dark skinned brother, African. He look African. He had followed me on Instagram, and I seen that he follows you and the podcast, and I was like, oh, he must have followed me from the page. I didn't think nothing of it, but he literally follows me because he follows you and the podcast. Then I was like, oh, he must be Michael's friend. I didn't think nothing of it.
Did he
say anything?
Leave a comment or DM or something?
No, he just follows me and you in the podcast. So I said, okay, that's cool. Interesting. He's not cute though, so if that's him, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You gonna watch your podcast?
Oh shit! No, not like that. All I saw was the profile picture. I'm sorry. He looked like Awawa. I was like, I'm really Awawa. So, but like, I don't know. I want to Awawa it with you, but we can figure that out. Hey.
Are you a matchmaker?
Yes, I think I'm actually good at that.
Yeah?
I think so, because when people, I meet people, like, and I get to know them, I feel like they just be real with me. Like, you know, we chop it up, we talk, and, like, I get to know people. I understand people's vibes, their intentions in life, and, like, I think I'm a good matchmaker. Like, I've never matchmake relationships, but I matchmake, like, get-togethers. Like, you benefit off this person, they'll benefit off you. Y'all can eat together. Because y'all mentality is the same. Y'all moving to the same direction, so why not link up? As far as dating, I'm not sure if they ended up dating whatever's the opposite sex or whatever sex they want, but I know how to match people that go into groups of, like, friend settings. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was about to say, so are you saying you good at matchmaking hookups?
Like, oh, one night stands?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never tried that. I never did that. Yeah, no, I never did that, but I do know, like for instance, I'm always out with my cousin. When I do go out, I'm out with my cousin Ziza. Shout out to Ziza. Not to make that a clip because she's gonna be so fucking happy. But yeah, my cousin Ziza, for instance, like, she's mad pretty. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm shabby. You know, I clean up very nicely. Shoes is kind of pricey. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, but I just know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know you pretty as hell.
No, I'm cute, my nigga. Like, I'm cute.
Stop it.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? I told you on the first 2 episodes, like, growing up, I was never told I was pretty. And people watching this be like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Like, no, nigga. If I'm growing up and my sister is always told that she's pretty and I'm never getting kissed on my forehead saying I'm pretty by the adults in the room, I'm going to believe I'm not pretty. Like, people need to understand that. I don't give a fuck what I grew into and what I spawned into. Like, you know what I mean?
My mom says the same thing.
Yeah, shit's real. Like,
my mom is actually one of 7 girls.
Damn.
The oldest.
She's the oldest?
The oldest of 7 girls. No brothers. I mean, she has brothers, like, from...
Oh, shit.
Like, her, like, she's one... Her mom. My mom's mom had 7 girls. She has 2 brothers from her dad, but she grew up in her mom's house. So she was the oldest of 7 girls. Like, so much so that, like, she has, like, 2 or 3 sisters that she's never lived with. Like, she's so much older than them.
Oh,
she has, like, 2 or 3, maybe
my
4,
God.
2 or 3 sisters that she's never lived with.
They was busting them out.
So it was 4, right? So it was my mom is like one of, like, her and her first 4 sisters. She says, like, one of my aunties was like the cheerleader on the dance team, the pretty one. All the boys checked for her. Like, everybody told her, like, oh, like, yo, she's so, I won't say no name.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's the pretty one. She's so pretty.
Yep.
She's so fine. Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. My mom said, like, once she, like, hit puberty, she was the one that, like, she had to figure. Like, she was the one that, like, she said she remembered, like, walking down the street and, like, adults being like, look at that little girl with all them titties. Like,
yeah.
You know how older people, like,
that's how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she said, like, she was like, I was never the one that, like, was told I was pretty. Like, even, like, I remember, like, being a little kid and, like, my dad, like, even, like, saying stuff to her that, like you, girl, you fine as hell. Like, what you mean? And, like, she believes it because, like, man, you married me. Like, I believe it, but, like, even, like, so much so that, like, to your point, she was like, no one ever told me I was pretty growing up. Like,
exactly.
And she's a dark-skinned woman. You know, so
my God.
I believe it because of my complexion, but my mom is a dark-skinned woman. And so she would talk about how, like...
Colorism.
But check this out though. Her sister that would get all the compliments and stuff, she's a dark skinned woman as well. But so like, it was just doubly for her that like, I'm dark. People would tell me that I'm dark, and no one ever told me I was pretty. Like they would tell my sister she was dark, but they always told her how pretty she was, and her hair and her lips and everything. They talked about how pretty she was, but I never got that. I just heard like, oh, I'm dark skinned.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
that shit's real.
It's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, and like a lot of people, they like I've heard girls tell me like, oh, you're searching for a compliment. I'm like, how am I? So like for instance, I had this homegirl and I would get ready, would turn up, whatever, hang out together. I was like, hey, you sure you just look cool? Like, you know, like I felt kind of weird. She's like, you're searching for a compliment. No, I don't need your validation, but I'm asking you a question because I feel off about myself. And as a woman, I'm able to be vulnerable with you. So you should accept that and respond to it accordingly. You shouldn't tell me you're searching for a compliment. No, shawty, I feel weird about myself. You're boosting me up. I appreciate it, but at the end of the day, nobody can boost me up more than how I can boost myself up. That shit's real.
It is real. That's a fact. What she said is an absolute fact. But hearing it at home is big. Man.
You have to hear it at home, though.
Hear it at home as
you
big.
do. Like it starts there.
I look back at pictures of me as a little kid, and I feel like I've always been relatively okay looking because I've never had a problem like getting a girl to like me or like getting a girlfriend or whatever. But I look back at pictures of me and I'm like, fam, you had a big head. My ears used to hella stick out. I was always short and real skinny. Like I was not.
That's cute though. You little elf. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So then I guess it worked for me.
Look, it did. I mean, yeah. But I ignored. I knew my ears stuck out and I knew I had a big head. But I didn't. But no. If I show you pictures of me as a kid. For sure. You probably grew into it though. Sure. You know what I mean?
Did though. Yeah. I did. And I always felt like I was attractive because my mom told me I was attractive, and because my dad
you should.
My parents told not even just my mom, my dad we'd get not even be dressed for church, but we'd just come out the room ready to leave the house. My dad would be like, I got some good looking boys, man. My mom would be like, my boys are so handsome. And so I always felt like I was good looking and handsome because my parents always said it.
Yeah.
And I've always thought my mom was beautiful. So I'm like, if this beautiful woman think I'm handsome, then everybody else outside.
Oh my God, you made me cry. That is so beautiful. No, dead ass. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's crazy.
But to your point, it's real.
It's real.
Getting it at home, hearing it at home is definitely key. And even more so to that point, when we moved from Southeast to Escondido, our upstairs neighbor, Kayla, is white girl, really, really pretty white girl named Kayla, long curly hair, but she was kind of heavy set, and she didn't think she was pretty because she was heavy set.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and because in her house, her parents didn't tell. I'm sure her parents, she had great parents. Let me start with that. If she ever watches this, she had great parents, and I mean that. That's not just because I think you might watch it. I think your parents were amazing. You had great parents. But for her, they never told her in the house that she was pretty. And I remember telling her my parents been telling me I'm handsome. I think I'm handsome. She was like, and see, I've never heard that before. And I remember that was the first, and I was maybe 13, but that was the first time I realized that not everyone's parents tells them that they're good looking.
Yes, Michael.
That was the first time I realized that.
How old were you?
13.
Yeah.
12 or 13.
That's real. Well, let me just clear this up really quick too before I even continue. My mom always called me beautiful, but it was the fact that the world and society didn't see me as pretty because I was this tomboy. You know, I wore sports bras and pro clubs and basketball shorts. I wasn't pretty. And it wasn't until last year that, for the first time in my life last year, I looked back at my photos and I was like, oh my God, I was a beautiful child. I was beautiful my whole upbringing. And it shocked me because I always tell people I was mad ugly when I was a kid. And I wasn't. I was beautiful as fuck. Me and my little dookie braids and my side ponytails. I was a goddess as a child. And I didn't see that until last year. And I'm looking back why did I say I was ugly? What is wrong with me? Why did I have so much self-hate? Because I didn't see me being told that. You know what I mean? My grandma never kissed me on my forehead and said, oh my God, Sarah, you're beautiful. You know? I didn't get that, but everybody else did. The kids at the church got it. The kids at the school got it. I was a tomboy. I played basketball. Ain't no, everybody, they toughing me up. They not dabbing me up on my fucking, you know what I mean? We dabbing up as homies. They're not, oh my gosh, she's cute. Let's chop it up for her. And as a kid, too, you notice it when people start dating. When people start dating, you start to realize, well, why haven't I got out to a date? How come I didn't get no Valentine? I don't got a Valentine? I had to buy my own Valentine one year. I was embarrassed. I said, Mom, let me get $250. She said, for what? I said, don't worry about that. That shit's real.
I bought my own Valentine, but
I definitely did.
I definitely remember, and see, for me, it was when everybody started to hit puberty. I think that's how I got on the podcast. I remember coming back for 8th grade and all the boys having being like what for me seemed like 3 to 4 inches taller, because I've always been short, and so the dudes that were 2 inches taller than me, they all like 3 to 4 inches taller than me now, because I still haven't grown yet, and they all got the peach fuzz. Everybody, Adam's apple starting to show. Everybody's voice getting deeper, and I'm still over here hella short and skinny with a squeaky voice, and I'm just feeling.
You had a squeaky voice?
Oh yeah.
What did it sound like? Dude, let me hear it. I'm shocked because I know you now. Like
whatever it sounds like when
hey
no
guys,
bass.
I'm Michael. Hey guys, I'm Michael.
You know what? So much so that my freshman year in high school, my math teacher he's my favorite teacher ever that I've ever had. Mr. Hawkes, my algebra teacher freshman year. I remember being in his class and I was sitting up front like in his chair, like while he's like writing on the board doing a lecture. I'm sitting at his computer. Like, that's how cool he was. I'm still, like, copying the notes and stuff, but I'm sitting at his computer. And he said something funny, and he had a teacher's aide. She was a junior. Her name was Danielle. Real pretty black girl. He cracked a joke. Mr. Arquez cracked a joke, and I remember I laughed. I was like, ha! And it was so, like, loud and high-pitched and squeaky. He was like, dang, you hurt my ear. The whole class started dying laughing. I was like,
I'm sorry, Michael. I went through a shoe at that nigga. Fuck you.
Mad squeaky.
I'd have been like, well, I heard you here for a reason. Because I'm about to bless everybody with a podcast, period.
That's right. Facts. My niggas hear my voice every week.
Period.
Twice.
Maybe 3 times if there's right.
You feel me?
Friday Night Rice night, nigga, Tokyo. I don't know where that came from, but I was going somewhere with it visually, but verbally did not come out right. But yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was like.
That's crazy though.
I
wish I had met you as a kid. Well, if I was 10, you would have been 18. Oh, that'd have been weird.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, does age matter to you in a relationship? Or like when you're talking to somebody, getting to know them? Like what? You're 33, right?
33.
When you talk to somebody, would you prefer an older woman or a younger woman?
Older.
I'm saying.
Not I want to say older, but just on my level or above in mentality. And a lot of times that is someone that's my age or above. Like, it's not very, very common. You could find like younger, you know what I mean, women that are more mature for their age. Like, I think you're very mature for your age. But I like.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. It's rare that like. But again, you're 26. Like, you're not. I guess when I think younger, like 20s, I'm thinking like 23, 24.
But I feel like, honestly though, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of the same person at like 24. Literally the same person. Yeah.
So there you go.
Besides like the injuries, I was literally the same person. Like besides that, but yeah, no. That's crazy.
I just think it's like it's.
Yeah, I'm old.
And especially like I talk to my homies that are, you know, single men in their early to mid 30s. Got their own spot. They live alone, got their own spot, got their own whip, making good money. A lot of the times, like, if they meet a girl and they don't have at least one of the three, a lot of times 2 of the 3, they like, man, they probably just gonna hit it and quit it. Hate to say it.
Wow.
But it's like.
Hit it and quit it, though.
And not just one time, but it'll end up being like, she always got to come over here, you know what I'm saying? Or if she ain't got no whip, I always got to pick her up, or, you know what I'm saying? It's always like one of those type of variables.
I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, no, I get it, but it's kind of weird. Like,
I think it's a little bit unfair.
Yeah, because some people don't got it right now. It's okay.
You know, not everybody is. But again, it's fair to them because that's what they own in their life and that's what they live.
And don't get me wrong, like for someone like me, especially that.
I say before you keep going, because a lot of the times women are like that. It's very rare that you're gonna meet a woman that has her own place, has her own car, has her own money, that's gonna deal with a man that doesn't have at least 2 of the 3.
Well, I must be a man because I did that before. I had my own apartment, my own place, my own car, and I remember sleeping in a car with Malik. And trying to help him get his life together. And I was just like, I remember doing that. And
that's different though. Like different. That's different though. Well,
yeah,
how early on did you do that though? If you don't mind talking about it, how early on did you do that?
After to be honest, we met, kicked it good for 4 months. He got locked up. He did 17 months. He got out, and when he got out, that's when I did it. Mm-hmm. So we only kicked it for 4 months straight, but we talked a lot.
It's different though. That was the love of your life. And he was,
it was different.
In a
it
different
was
space in his life. It's like a lot of a dude that's 35. He's not gonna meet a girl that doesn't have 2 of the 3, and he's ready to rock out super hard like that. Don't
get me wrong though. I did talk to somebody recently that is older than me and got out of a relationship and is not in the best living situation. And it doesn't bother me because I know the potential he has to go to what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. As long as you have a willingness to do better and a drive, I fuck with you. I do. But if you're just cool where you're at and you're just in hell or going through hell, I'm not gonna fuck with you because you need to want better for yourself. I'll fuck with you. How can I help you? How can you help me? You know what I mean? But I understand the level, there's boundaries though. You cannot give somebody your all. And I always do that. I always give somebody an IV to connect and suck me dry. And I can't do that no more. So that's a learning thing that I'm going through right now.
How are you learning to protect against doing that?
Say fucking no. Fall back. I'm learning just from experiences because I can't help nobody if I can't help myself. If Sarah B is not okay, then how are the streets okay? Right? That was kind of... That was real though. Yeah, that was real. But no, it's true. Who's going to fill up my water cup when I pour my water out? Are you going to fill it up? Am I going to fill it up? Is God going to fill it up? We need to figure this out. So, I just have to be cautious on where I put my energy. Shout out to my nigga D. My nigga Love. He always told me that. My nigga Tay. I got the hook up. He always told me that. You know what I'm saying? Always. And nigga's always been on that time. What time is it? I got about 12 minutes. I know, I'm sorry. I gotta give me an outfit though for speaker. Bro, I literally been living on Lyft money. I make a fucking $150 and I be over it. I've been so depressed though. I ain't been working shit.
Try to power through these topics.
Go ahead, come on.
Ain't even really touched me yet, but I like it. I like
This shit sound natural as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure. I say no, the chemistry is there. Oh, that was another thing. One of the homies told me. He was like, yo, bro. He's like, I've been watching your content for a long time. He's like, the podcast you got going with the girl. He's like, that should be your bread and butter, bro. He's like, y'all got really good energy. Y'all got really good chemistry. I'm not gonna lie. He told me, he was like, you should think about dating her, bro.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, y'all got really good chemistry. I was like, fam, pump the brakes.
That's literally my brother. Pump the brakes. I love this nigga. Nah.
But I was like, yeah, the show is going well.
It is definitely gonna go well. And it's always gonna go well because, Michael, I respect you as an individual because you're the type of man that's one, you're not weird towards me. You never pressed me. You never try to get at me, and I appreciate that because dudes are weird, and I hate using the word. I'm trying to stay off the N-word. Yeah, for sure. But dudes are just weird, Flix, and I don't like that. And it's just why can't a cool female that's mad cool, that has a great perspective on life and mindfulness and anxiety and PTSD and she's self-aware, why can't she be cool with somebody else just like her, Why can't we be cool? Why do we have to assume there's sex involved? There's not. That's literally my brother. Someone else, a dude actually told me that too. Oh, you mad cool with him? Yeah, I'm mad cool. It's my co-host. And if there's no natural energy, what the fuck are we doing? What are we wasting time for? We need to connect off the camera, on the camera, be cool and be homies. And I'm
we're real friends.
We're fucking friends.
We've
Like,
been kicking it and knowing each other for
what? Almost 2 years
I was
now.
about to say about 2 years before
Yeah.
the show started.
Exactly.
And knew we were supposed to be doing the show together as soon as we met.
As soon as we met.
It was already there.
Week 1, I said, oh yeah, I'm going to kick it with him. He don't got a bun, but I'm going to kick it with him on the... And put me a little splash too. On the lash. No, but yeah, like, that shit is crazy.
Walk out of here, you sure?
Yeah, I got what, 12 minutes. But listen, I got a serious question for you, Flix, and I just want to know, I just want to understand. Okay, how do you being the man that you are, respectfully, I don't want to call you a church man, but I feel like you are a God-fearing man, and you, yeah, you're definitely a God-fearing man, and you have respect for yourself and women, and for your bodily fluids and liquids and energy and whatever. So, are you the type of dude that just to go out, have fun, and let's say Shawty's cool to, take it to, home base. Mm-hmm. She ran the whole mile. She just, got the baton. Mm-hmm. Let's say you met like 4 girls back to back. Like, are you willing to like commit yourself to someone else's body? Or do you even think about that as a man?
What do you mean
like,
commit myself to
like,
somebody?
are you, like, let's say you meet somebody one night, whatever, you guys having a good time, you go home, and you smash. And they do it again the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Like, as a man, how do you feel?
I've never done that before, so I wouldn't know how I would feel to do that.
You've never done that?
I've never done that.
You've never smashed someone like at least twice a week, like 2 random people in 1 week?
2 random people?
Yeah.
I can't say that I have.
No?
I can't say that I have.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah,
I've
so...
definitely, like, been dating and doing my thing and had a few partners for sure. Mm-hmm. And I guess, like, in that time, possibly could have met a random, as you say. But I've never, like, I've never really moved like that. Like, I mean, I've never, like, been like, no, I don't do that. I would never do that. But that's not like like, it's never been like a consistent practice.
Yeah. That's crazy. So there's this thing that goes around. People actually talk about it as like women, especially. I go to healing circles sometimes, and amongst my peers, I realize we talk about sex and transferring energy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of women do believe, and men, certain men believe that you transfer energy when you have sex with somebody, any type of intercourse or any type of bodily fluids that are transferred between, amongst ourselves. Mm-hmm. So do you feel like that's a thing? I mean, I know that you grew up in a church.
You saying like energy?
Energy,
Absolutely.
just everything.
Absolutely, I agree with that. You can't, like, that's real. That's real. Like, you can't, and I've heard people say, like, because I've said before, like, you exchanging fluids. I've heard people say, like, okay, so you telling me if me and the same girl, like, we kiss, we exchanging fluids, how we not, like, I'm like, I hear what you saying, bro, and I guess, like, you're gonna make me split hairs here, but, like, no, I agree with that. I agree, like, having
you have
sex
to sit down
is
and,
a
like,
transformation, is an exchange of energy. I definitely agree with that. And if you out here exchanging energy with a whole bunch of different people, that will
fuck you up.
It's not going to be a good situation for you. Now, are there people that have one night stands and live life and feel nothing from it? Sure, I'm quite sure.
True.
What I'm saying is that shouldn't be like a typical practice. That's not something that you want to be out here consistently doing.
You saying that reminds you of someone that I met.
Sorry to cut you off. I feel more strongly with that about women because women are more women are more emotional.
Yeah.
And I feel like the energy thing is more like of an emotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's more important for women. Men experience it as well. I think men can experience it as well, but I think it's more important for women. And yes, it is a double standard, unfortunately, but I'm someone who is, I don't want to say believes in double standards, but I'm okay with double standards.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and not to like jump back on it, but to jump back on it, I had met someone a while back that would go out every night and have sex with random females every night, Flix. And I remember asking him, like, yo, are you in pain? Are you okay? I remember him telling me, like, what you mean? I'm like, it's abnormal for your body to want this type of behavior from somebody. Mm-hmm. It's not natural. And for us to, for instance, I don't think that men should come all the time. it's a lot. You do understand what you're releasing? The blood, the cells, all the energy and stuff. That's the semen retention. I've read upon that, and I'm like, that might be kind of real. It's a lot. It's draining. That's why a lot of men go to sleep right after. Like, and girls be like, oh, I made him go to sleep. Like, nah, shawty, he mad tired because he just released so much energy. Semen retention, like, all that shit is just gone. Like, nutrients left his body. As opposed to women, we don't have that option. We don't have that problem. We don't. So I feel like, as a man, especially, like, you should pick and choose when you do that. And you shouldn't have to release every single time. You shouldn't. You know what I mean? And sex should not be that important. Like, people that are sex-driven, I'm not a therapist, again. But people that are sex-driven, it comes from something. You must have saw something as a child or growing up or that told you it was okay to be this sex-driven. You're not naturally coming to this world like, I'm horny 24/7. No, something happened to you. And most people I talk to in the past and in healing circles talk about being touched as a child. Me, myself, I had some fucked up shit happen to me as a kid. I'm not going to go into it. But thank God it didn't make me sex-driven, though. Thank God it did not make me sex-driven. But a lot of people do, you know? And it's sad, bro. It happens in our community. We don't talk about it. And I'm just like, why can't we talk about this? Like, homeboys out every night. Homegirls out every night, drunk as fuck. Lit, doing drugs, blacking out, having sex with random people. It's not life. Like, it's not.
It's more fun when having sex doesn't drive your every action and your reason for leaving the house.
There's people out there like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, we just, you know, whatever.
Have friends like that.
Yeah, of course.
Have friends that they go out, they go downtown, PB, North Park, or wherever they go to have fun.
But when you really think about it, it's not healthy, though. You should not be giving your body up to somebody. Like, that's just weird, bro.
It isn't healthy, but even, like, on a simpler level for me, it's just more fun when that's not the end goal.
Yes, it's not.
That's never been my end goal, personally. I have friends that they've kind of operated like that, and it's like, bro, like, they can't even have fun in a certain spot. They're like, oh, these girls is because I'm like, fam, just have a drink and relax and just talk to somebody. True. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Everything ain't gotta be a chase. If that's how you give it up, then cool, live your life. But I'm saying it's more fun when that ain't the end goal. That's not what you're trying to get at every night, personally.
True. But we have a lot of people that's their end goal. And, like, as a woman that goes out sometimes, like, to be pulled left and right by a dude, it's like, why are you mad disrespectful? Why are you grabbing me? Like, what is your end goal right now? You know what I mean? And I come across it a lot in the nightlife here in Dago. Like, it's weird. Like, and once I start talking like this, people are, like, turned off by it. Let's not talk. I don't want to fuck her anymore. She's getting too personal. It's like, nah, bro, your demons is coming out, and you just don't want to talk about them shits. And it's for real. I am the type of person that's like, let's have intellectual conversations. Let's talk. I don't want to just fucking surface level talking about, hey, how you doing? Fuck all that. Let's link up. Let's talk. Let's have lunch. And let's figure this shit out. So I don't know how I got from that to that to that, but that's just that. But I'm just being like, nigga, we got substance. We're human beings. Like, let's talk. We all need a fucking friend and a shoulder to cry on. Like, shit is real.
Nah, that's real.
That shit be.
I met a girl who told me, she was like, yeah, I typically don't really get called back, and I don't, like, go on second dates. And I was like, why is that? She was like, because I don't have sex until he's my boyfriend. So
Amen.
Usually when I tell a guy that, I don't get called back. And I was like, well, more power to you.
Yeah, it ain't the dude for you.
Because he gonna meet the right one. Dude.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm absolutely sure of that. But she was just saying, like, a lot of times I don't get a second date or I don't get called back because I tell dudes, like, I don't have sex. Like, I don't hook up. And I don't get called back.
And that's life. But you see the type of men that come out, even though she's not throwing out that type of intention, like, what's coming to her, like, dudes are just assuming that we're just going to go home with them and have sex with them. It's like, bro, no one, that's, to me, that's nasty. I don't know your body. I don't know your spirits. I don't want you in me. You crazy as hell. We is a temple. This is a body, baby. This is God. No.
Talk about it.
Period. How much time I got? I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna drive up the street.
let's see.
Oh my God, we gotta shout out Speaker Box though for the next episode.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have my guy Speaker Box, the voice of the city.
How you go? Whoa! Like that.
We're gonna have the voice of the city on the podcast next week for episode 6. We got to figure. We just got to this setup that we like. I'm probably bring in a chair. I'm
gonna bring in the plant too.
I bet. I'll probably bring in a chair and we go put it right here in the middle.
Now he can sit right here.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my guy, man. That's a fucking brother, bro. Box, my nigga Box is like, that's crazy. He is literally the voice of the city. And I just feel like they just need to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, let Box do it all. He should be hosting every event here. Because everything he do, he touches is blessed. And is, you know what I'm saying? He moves with so much grace, so why not? My guy is blessed.
Yeah, I bumped into him last night.
Oh, at the comedy show?
Now, after we left the comedy show, we went over to Mist and got some food.
Yo, y'all be eating them lamb chops? Cause somebody said it was good.
Now we got the barbecue wings and the truffle fries.
That sound bomb.
It was.
I'm sorry, I don't eat meat no more, but chicken be slimy. That shit.
I be trying my best not to eat meat, but
if you think about it though, that steak you just ate, right? Let's say from fucking, I don't know, Rubio's or something. Let's say you went to the taco shop and you got some steak. Okay, so I just found out about halal meat. You know what halal meat is? It's like the Muslim meat. They kill it and they eat it right then and there. This meat that y'all eat in the stores that is packaged at Vaughn's and the steak, this meat is dead meat. Been rotten, decayed months ago. But they kill the cow and they have to send the cow from Ohio to California. Think about it. How many days, how many months it's been sitting there. They can't keep track of all the meat they kill, bro. It's not that good. It's not. They are injecting this shit with fucking preservatives and water, so when you cook it down, it's flatter. Like, it's sick. You're eating dead flesh. It's decayed.
You
like,
don't eat meat at all?
I don't eat meat at all, bro. I stopped. I had Wendy's earlier today just because I was so fucking hungry. I was like, dude, I need to hurry up. And I literally was like, my stomach's fucked up now. Like, I'm bloated as fuck, and I'm just like, ugh. But
like that.
It's nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's nasty.
When I went vegan, I went vegan cold turkey. I was about to go like first of the year. I think it was 2018. I was supposed to go January 1st, 2018. But on New Year's, my uncle had a cookout. He made catfish, and I was like, oh, I gotta eat this catfish. So I had the catfish. I had the catfish, and then after that, I went cold turkey. And I didn't have any meat, no dairy, nothing that ever had a heartbeat. I didn't eat it.
Sorry.
For I think 60 days.
Damn, man.
60 days, cold turkey, straight like that. And it wasn't really actually giving up meat wasn't the hard part. It was giving up cheese and dairy. That was the hard part. But
cheese
anyway,
bussin'.
And this is back for sure. And this is back when I was supervising for and after school programs. And so to like get attendance up in my after school program, I did like a basketball shootout at lunchtime after school. And I was like, whoever wins is like gets pizza. We gonna do 3 rounds. So I bought like 3 boxes of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I bought 4 because I was like, I'm gonna just give a few slices away. While I'm setting up, I was running around so much, I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast. So while I'm setting everything up, I'm like, man, let me have a slot. I'm mad hungry. But I hadn't had no dairy, no meat in 60 days. I mean, let me have a slice of pizza since I'm hungry.
I already know.
Man, I ate a slice of pizza. Within 5 minutes, I threw a violent vomit too. It was bad, like violent.
That's to show you our body does not need it. We are told we need this type of milk as kids for nutrients. Okay, whatever.
You don't. That's one of the biggest lies ever.
You don't need that shit. We are blessed from plants. We are born healers. We come from Africa, baby. Y'all brought us here on a ship. We are healers, Flix. We don't need doctors. We don't need pharmaceutical shit. Like, none of that shit. And I've been so in tune with it. It fucks me up because it's like, damn, we're going to get on the next podcast, but the pharmaceutical business, bro, is a $1 trillion industry, and they eat off of us. Poverty people that eat southern food 24/7 and got diabetes, high blood pressure, calves big as fuck, but legs small as shit because you're fucking you need dialysis and shit. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, they're destined to kill us. Like, this is their job. We are a bill for them, Flix. Like, I'm going to just say it real quick. My mom, right, she had high blood pressure about 4 months ago. She had told the doctor, hey, my chest hurts. Why is this medicine making my chest hurt? My legs feel weird. My head is hurting every day. The doctor upped her dose by like 15%. Why would you up a dose if I'm telling you it hurts my body? Why would you introduce more pain in my body? Worse, my mom looked like she about to have a stroke. Then I Googled it. A study came out like 2 years ago. This fucking medicine is causing seizures in people. You don't need it, Mom. So I introduced her to CMOS, Dr. Sabi Lifestyle. That's why they killed Dr. Sabi. Like, this shit is real. We have access to this knowledge as black people. We need to go get it, though. And that's my whole thing is like, whatever, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But when I get to talking, I get passionate. So let me not, shit make me mad. Because it's like, man, we are good people. Like, black people are the most caring people, Flix. You don't understand. We take anybody, color, shape, size, don't give a fuck. You bust your ass, we're going to pick you up and laugh with you. Like, damn, you good? You did bust your ass, though.
Not really.
Fuck.
Not necessarily older black people, but as a whole, black people are very,
all of us,
very, very accepting and inviting.
Accepting. Yep. We'd accept a cop to a cookout. Like, that's how we are. If he outside all day, it's hot.
All he gotta do is walk up smiling like he ain't up to no.
Exactly, Flix.
You need a plate?
Oh shit, I gotta go.
Alright, no doubt.
Sorry guys, I'm about to head over and run some more business.
Superstar got some other stuff to do. We gotta get up out of here, man. We sure do. But anyway, it's coming up. We Ain't Got It Yet podcast. We appreciate you. Starting with this episode, not only will we be on YouTube, we'll be on Spotify and all the streaming platforms as well. So if you can't watch this, if you're driving in the car and you need to just listen, you can turn on Spotify and SoundCloud and you'll hear us there.
Okay, Big Daddy. No. Papa Chula out here making it wappy, okay? You need some of them Instagrams though, just in case. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all share, comment, like, subscribe. And we're here to live. We ain't got it yet. We learning just like y'all. So be with us till we get it.
Michael Flix.
Your girl Sarah B.
We out. We ain't got it yet.